Good noon everyone, welcome back to your beloved duck chess speedrun. As usual, today we are playing 3 games, hopefully ending up with a higher elo than what we started with. And without any further ado, let's get into today's content. First game we get a beginner from India. But I'm not going to be fooled by his ratings. There have been many strong beginners these days, their ratings don't really resemble their ability. E4. E5. Duck D3. Probably should have been C5, but I don't know, he didn't prevent E5, so I guess either choice is okay. Knight F3. That's a good move, not only attacking my e-pawn, but he also prevented me from defending it in the most natural way as well. Now I believe this guy is definitely not a beginner. D6. Knight C3. Knight C6. Bishop E2. I'm losing in development, so let's not play aggressively. Focus on development. Castle. Knight E7. B3. Aha. That is a slow move. By spending a move on castling and another move on B3, this is the exact moment when I can finally strike in the center. D5, duck on B2. This is a very difficult situation for him, so I decided to not block his d-pawn, which may provoke him to play d4 thinking that he can counter the center by creating a massively confusing situation. Absolutely. Doesn't work though, I still win a pawn. He argues I didn't. But I did. Take bishop b2. Retreat. This is actually not very good though. Even though I won a knight, now I have to spend a ton of moves to solidify my position. There is a massive chance I'm gonna blunder something very early. Bishop g4. Retreat. Queen trade will be nice. Didn't happen. Queen d7. Rook d1. I should have prevented the rooks from coming out. Let's get the king out of here. A4. Very aggressive. Bishop d6. I can't believe I'm playing defensively while being up an entire piece. This guy is even stronger than expected. Bishop f3. I'll improve my knight. Bishop takes e5. Bishop takes e5. And I think I blundered a piece. I mean it's fine, it's equal materials now, and I'm up more than a minute on the clock. The clean flag tactic is always available in situations like this. Queen b5. Trade. 8 takes b5. Rook lift. c4. That drops d3. Rook e1. Free pawn. Rook a1. Another free pawn. Is he gonna trap his own rook though? No, he didn't. That was a difficult game. Unfortunately my opponent spent too much time thinking for good moves, so he lost on the clock. Second game, let's go. Aha. Second game we get a high-rated German. I'm so sick of having to play against strong low-rated players that doesn't get me any elo, but a loss would cost an entire fortune. E4. C5. I'll speed you through the opening phase, since none of us wanted to make the first move toward the opponent. Knight g5. He wants to make progress. So of course, I'll turn that progress into mine. Who knows, maybe he'll sacrifice the knight. That would be very aggressive. Didn't happen. Now I'll make my progress. Duck f4. His h3 knight only has f4 to go to. I'll spend the duck on this square every time I can't find a better square to put it. He immediately created another square. I'll push a pawn. This is very difficult. A4. B4. Duck on b5. Knight d5. We may start to look for imbalances. He is determined to keep his knight alive. Both of his knights are very inactive, and yet he still decides to save both of them. I guess the only thing we can do now is to trade our knight away. This is so dead. He takes it immediately. Bishop takes. We need to make progress ASAP before he manages to get everything active. Rook A2. Queen lift. Knight F2. He wants knight G4. H5. C3. He wants to open up my queen side. There's nothing I can do about it. So I guess we'll take it head on. He changed his mind. Coward. Castle. H3. Now I can jump my knight again. Knight H1. He wants knight G3. H4. I regret that immediately, because even if knight G3 he still wouldn't have anywhere to go. My bad. Let's just hope that dropping G4 won't leave too big of a consequence. Knight F2. Bishop E5. Who knows, maybe he'll go knight D3 helping me block his other knight so I can use my duck somewhere else. Didn't happen. Bishop G3. Duck on D2. Have to prevent his other knight from coming out. Knight G4. I'll take this pawn. May have to regret this though. Now he is 100% going to focus on trapping my knight. We will alternate the duck between C2 and D4, and in the meantime the main game progress will happen somewhere else on the board. I'll try to beat him with the normal chess skill gap. Rook F1. F5. E takes F5. G takes F5. Knight E3. F4. We'll switch the duck to this square. Knight C2. Okay, so I guess he changed his mind and decided to trade off my knight and avoid a game without the duck instead of trying to trap it. There's nothing we can do about that. I'll improve my queen. Knight A1. I didn't pay much attention to the time, but somehow now he only has 12 seconds left. The clean flag tactic is now once again a very considerable tactic. Knight trade. Rook takes A1. Rook G8. Doesn't mean anything though. I don't think I can make use of my rooks this early into the game. Rook A2. His light bishop has to be the saddest piece on the board ever since the beginning of the game. Queen E3 check. Queen D2. I don't want a queen trade. He insists on a queen trade. But I don't want a queen trade. Need to be careful though. If I accidentally drop any square on this diagonal, the consequences can be absolutely fatal. He runs out of time. What a massive win. It was a crazy game. Third game, let's go. Third game is a massive 2000 rated guy from Australia, who happened to also be a 2000 rated rapid and blitz player as well. I'm losing this game for sure. Absolutely no hope. E4, duck on E5. Let's offer a draw. Who knows, if he agrees to draw, we can reach 1800 without having to fight. Didn't happen. Knight C3. B6. And in this very position, something unexpected happened. He started chatting. How can you be nearly 1800 at this and helpless at normal chess? Smurf? For context, this is also the account I use to make my 100 rated chess videos as well. So this guy is having suspicions against me. So I said, no. It's hopeless. I mean, I can't tell him that I'm making videos, and many challenges are pretty hopeless anyway. But then he said, 100 rated players have no clue how to play, let alone duck chess, with no clue written in caps. F word, I will be reporting you. He was writing F word in caps as well and duplicated the letter U to avoid auto mod. LOL, you will be banned C word. Also avoiding auto mod. Very extreme. I mean, he has a point, but giving himself the right to insult me with dramatic words is just a bit too much. Therefore I decided to stop playing this game and lost 3 points of elo. The video ends here. Have a great day.